Greetings, everyone. It's your big bald-headed sister, Action Jacqueline. Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing well. A couple days ago, I reported on Akon, the singer, because he mentioned that he wants to get into the men wig business. I didn't expect to get as many DMs as I did after I posted that video. Apparently, a lot of men are interested in wearing wigs. According to Akon, tons of men are wearing wigs already. So it's already very popular. And I don't know how I didn't know this. But I think it's time that I have this discussion about men and hair loss and alopecia, because it's a different kind of hair loss, a much less acceptable kind of hair loss than male pattern baldness, when your hairline just recedes. So yeah, a lot of men were DMing me. They didn't want to comment publicly because I guess there's still stigma about men wearing wigs. Well, I got to tell you, there's never not stigma about wearing wigs. That's never going to go away. But I found a video about how men's hair pieces are installed. So I figured we could watch that together and then talk about what advice I could give a man who would like to wear wigs. Because, yes, I do realize that there is a different sort of stigma when it comes to men and wigs. And the reason why I was afraid all these years to discuss men and wigs is because it kind of gives me anxiety, to be honest. I lost my hair when I was like 11 or 12 years old. And of course, when it was time for me to get married and have kids, y'all, I was terrified. I was more terrified that my son would develop alopecia than I was for my daughter. It's so easy to go to the store and buy a wig for your daughter, but something about a man in a wig, I don't know, that scared the shit out of me. I'm not going to lie. So I'm really, really happy to see that wigs have improved. Apocalyptic says, I'm lucky. My family is Italians. We really never go bald. You are lucky. You are some hairy people. Blessed in the hair department. That is so true. Thanks for joining, Apocalyptic. The trials and tribulations that a man goes through when he has alopecia are different than what a woman goes through. And I don't know if any men are like running channels about alopecia. I really wish they could, because y'all, it ain't easy. It ain't easy trying to stay young and pretty when your hair is falling out. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this little thing. Y'all, these haircuts are clean. Oh, in case you didn't know, I'm a licensed barber. I'm a licensed barber. I actually worked in a New York City barbershop for probably 2 years of my life. So I appreciate a good haircut, and I love to watch the process. But anyway, the other thing about alopecia is that it usually happens in patches, and those patches you cannot hide. If you have naturally dark hair that's strongly pigmented, that pigment shows through your skin, and you'll always have what appears to be patches of hair, even if you shave it down to the lowest thread. I mean, like, you get that shaver and you just buzz away. You just can't get rid of it. When my hair did look like that, I couldn't get it all the way clean, even when I used cream hair remover. I used to use Nair. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Nair, but it's what women would typically use to shave the hair off of their legs without using a razor. I figured, let me try the Nair, and the Nair will get it nice and clean. No one will be able to see the patches, because at one point I really did want to just sport the bald look, right? But I just couldn't enjoy sporting the bald look while I had those patches, and I didn't have the patches. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. So that's something for you guys to think about. Hopefully I didn't do some damage to myself while I was using the Nair. But yeah, okay, so the advice I would give to a man who is interested in wearing wigs is to not let the wig define you. I think that's the worst thing you can do. According to the article that I read about Tinder's most swiped man, he said that he had a very difficult time because he was too embarrassed to tell people that he had been wearing a wig. It meant he couldn't go swimming. It meant he didn't want women to touch his head. It meant he was often lying to avoid conversations about his hair. So that is what I would advise you guys to prepare yourself for, is to not fall into that trap. If you could find a way to be able to wear your bald head some days, wear a hat other days, wear I don't know, I would never tell you to wear a do-rag because I really don't like it when men wear do-rags outside. But if you want to wear a do-rag, wear a do-rag. Just wear some sort of head covering, or some days go completely bald. Just shave it as much as you can. And hopefully maybe there's some makeup that you can use so that you could just even out the skin on your head after you shave it completely bald. Because bald men, y'all, bald men are handsome. Bald men get girls, in case you guys didn't know. We like bald men, but we just like them clean shaved. We don't want necessarily some hair. Either choose to go completely bald or don't go bald at all. I think that's the rule that women have for men. And I know, I don't have any right suggesting anything to you guys, but I do feel like if you want to enjoy your wig experience, don't let it define you. Wear the wig when you go out dancing, when you go out to parties. Wear the wig every now and then. You want to wear it on a Thursday and Friday, and then on Wednesday you're bald, and on Tuesday you're wearing a hat. Definitely be able to switch it up so that no one can accuse you of wearing a wig. They can't accuse you when they already know. What I've learned over the years is the more public you are about the fact that you wear a wig, the less heat you get for wearing the wig. People are constantly being accused of wearing wigs. It's like there is some dire need for people to expose a wig wearer. So the smart way I would suggest is for you to get in front of that. You're not going to allow anyone to accuse you of wearing a wig, because who doesn't know you're wearing a wig? Matter of fact, you were bald yesterday. And I know that the flyer you get, dudes, the more handsome you get, the more girls you get, the more people will hate you. And when men start to hate you, they want to expose you. Oh, that wearing a wig, that wearing a wig. Don't let them do it. Get in front of it. Who cares if I'm wearing a wig? Yesterday I wasn't. It doesn't matter. But don't be the one who is hiding and ashamed of themselves and don't touch my hair because I don't want anybody to know it's a wearing a wig. I don't want to jump in the water because I don't. When you're going swimming, just don't wear the wig. And listen, there's some great makeup nowadays. If you go on Amazon, you can find makeup specifically to cover tattoos and things like that. And it doesn't smudge. I used to use it on my leg after I got this horrible bruise, and it works really, really well. And maybe one day I'll do a little video to demonstrate which one that I used. I don't use it anymore because since then my scar has healed. But yeah, you can do that and just make sure that you switch it up. And the other thing I would say about this is be certain that you know how to reapply your wig if it starts to lift while you're out and about. That's a real thing that happens, and you cannot rely on your barber to be on top of that for you, because like Akon said after 3 or 4 days, you have to go back to the barbershop to get that touched up. And if you don't, Akon said he would just have to wear his do-rag because he wasn't able to get to the barbershop as often as he would like. Now, if Akon knew how to re-glue his wig, he wouldn't have this issue. He would be able to do it himself at home.